The world is changing. Battles are fought online. Data is the weapon. Influence is the prize. Gone are the days of traditional warfare. Tanks and troops are still relevant, but cyber warfare adds a new layer of conflict. It's silent, invisible, and potentially more devastating. This new battlefield is global. It transcends physical borders. A cyber attack in one part of the world can cripple another. Economies can be disrupted, power grids shut down, and communication networks silenced. The potential for chaos is immense. The South China Sea is a crossroads of global trade. It's also a flashpoint for geopolitical tensions. China claims almost the entire sea. This brings it into conflict with neighboring countries in the United States. Cyber warfare adds another layer of complexity. China is developing sophisticated cyber capabilities. It could use these to disrupt shipping, communications, and military operations in the region. This could have severe consequences for global trade and security. Taiwan is a small island with a big role in the global economy. It's a leading producer of semiconductors. These tiny chips are essential for everything from smartphones to fighter jets. China claims Taiwan as its own territory. It has threatened to use force to achieve unification. A conflict over Taiwan would have devastating economic consequences. It could also trigger a wider war involving the United States. Cyber attacks on Taiwan's infrastructure could cripple its economy and disrupt global supply chains. Section 4. Ukraine cyber warfare's new proving ground. The war in Ukraine is a tragic example of cyber warfare's destructive potential. Russia has used cyber attacks to disrupt Ukraine's infrastructure, spread disinformation, and sow chaos. These attacks have targeted power grids, banks, and government websites. They have caused widespread disruption and fear. The conflict in Ukraine is a stark reminder that cyber warfare is not a futuristic threat. It's a present danger with real-world consequences. Section 5. The Arctic. A Cold War goes digital. The Arctic is another region where geopolitical tensions are rising. Climate change is melting the ice, opening up new shipping routes and access to resources. This has led to increased military activity in the region. Cyber warfare adds another dimension to this competition. Countries are developing capabilities to monitor and potentially disrupt each other's activities in the Arctic. Cyber attacks could target infrastructure, communications, and even weapons systems. Section 6. A world held hostage by ones and zeros. The world is at a crossroads. The rise of cyber warfare poses a grave threat to global stability and security. The consequences of inaction are too great to ignore. International cooperation is essential to address this challenge. Countries need to work together to establish norms of behavior in cyberspace. They also need to develop strategies to deter and respond to cyber attacks. The future of warfare is digital. The world needs to adapt to this new reality. Failure to do so could have catastrophic consequences. The time to act is now.